I'm back from an injury, or probably two injuries that set me back for a really long time. But now I can't really think about that. The only thing that I really want to put on my mind is trying to put in a great performance for my new team, my new family, my new fan base. And that is the Wolfsburg fan base. Now, of course, I did recover 2 months for this match, but the coach didn't want to rush me into the setup. He still wanted to see what I was about in training, and he wanted to see if I could gel into his type of formation and whatnot. That's why I only came on as a substitute and usually in the later stages of games. But I wasn't really one to complain too much. I took my opportunities. I did my best. I was taking shots. I was being adventurous. I was trying to beat my men. And in the end, it proved to be very beneficial not only to myself, but to the team. Not only did I show coach that I was able to score, but I was also able to create and to be dangerous in runs. But in some instances, my clinicality wasn't all that. But then again, as long as you do get the win, I don't think it matters that much. But against a name that I can't really pronounce, I feel like winning 2-0, it's very, 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 it's a very good thing, especially in the Europa League, a competition that we are looking to win. We do grab very, very important 3 points in the group stages. But of course, I don't really want to focus on that too much. Right now, my personal top priority is making it into the starting 11 so that I can show the world what they've been missing out on over the past few months. The dressing room is honestly the best place to actually chill out after a match and just talk to your teammates. It's really a good place to know the personalities and the more bigger and more important personalities of the squad, and also a good place to express yourself to your new family. Now we were facing off against Augsburg. During this time with Wolfsburg, we were actually first place in the table, so wins against such teams were very important. I was actually very happy that the coach did give me more time to try to showcase my skills, and I repaid him by scoring a goal in exactly 1 minute and 54 seconds, I think it was, or 53, I'm not too sure. I'm just going with what the fans are saying. But yeah, I feel very confident in myself, in my abilities to score goals for Wolfsburg. My second goal in the Bundesliga. I don't know if you guys saw the first one. If you were watching closely in the last episode, you should have seen it. But yeah, I still kept on playing my game, 66th minute, being dangerous. And one thing I will say about Wolfsburg and my time here so far is that I am enjoying the type of setup we are doing. Having 3 attackers and me being one of them does make me feel more comfortable to pass the ball and to always consider looking up before I shoot. Because I know that if I do look up, there will always be someone available, and if I myself cannot shoot, I know that at some point one of my other strike partners will be able to shoot, and that type of freedom, I mean, it's amazing. It's just great team synergy. And of course, my dribbling is a bit silky smooth, but I am showing a bit of rust by not being able to convert chances, such easy chances like that. But again, as long as we do get the win, that is what matters. But in 1-0, you really do want to make sure that you can turn it into 2-0, and I make sure to do so. I mean, so far, Bundesliga is seeming real easy for me, I'm not gonna lie. But maybe that's because the teams haven't really been able to research me. They don't really know how to stop me. Maybe that's because the amount of footage they have on me isn't really enough. It isn't really concrete. Since I think before Wolfsburg, I've played only 3 or 4 matches in my career. But yeah, other than that, there is really nothing else to, try to take me down on, nothing to study about me. But you know what they say, you gotta enjoy the good moments as they last, and I'm definitely going to enjoy my surprise factor for as long as it lasts, even though it might not last that long. But yeah, we do end up defeating Augsburg nice and easy 2-0 once more. I think, actually not 2-0, 3-0. I think I actually put in a really good performance, if I do say so myself. I did put in a good influence into the squad. I mean, as soon as I came on, we were able to take the lead and we were able to comfortably dispatch Augsburg. Now I do gotta wonder, 2 games in, scoring about, 2 or 3 goals, maybe the coach should consider giving me the start. But of course, as a player, I'm not the type of person to make those decisions. I like leaving those decisions up to the coach. But come on, that man of the match trophy is looking kinda nice, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully it changes people's minds. Next match is going to be Europa League once more. This one more of an important one, first versus second. It's us against Benfica. If we win this one, we are most likely going to be finishing first, and we might get a bit of an easier opponent in the round of 16. But also at the same time, I didn't really check the table, so I'm not really sure. So I feel like even if we do win this one, we might not even get an easier opponent in the preliminary rounds. We might actually... Or actually, is that how Europa League works? Hell, I don't even know how Europa League works. I've been out of it for a month, for like 10 months. It really shows the type of footballer I have become being on the sidelines. I don't even understand how the beautiful game works. But yeah, I don't think it really matters whether we finish first or second or what type of opponent we get in the next round. It's all the same. You gotta win your games when you get there. And if I'm gonna be scoring like that, I think we're gonna be winning a lot of games. Again, against Benfica, they couldn't really handle my pace too much. I feel like myself, that was a good delivery. It's just that the defender was able to match up to such a delivery. But against Benfica, we were once more in control of the match. We were the ones taking the shots and all of that. And especially as soon as I did come on, I was able to score an absolute banger. So far, that is the best goal of my career. And considering I haven't really scored that many goals in my career, nonetheless ones that are of upper class, of quality, it's not really much of an achievement right now, but I am still going to hold on to it because an achievement is still an achievement, no matter how big or small. I did try to score with a header. I don't normally score with headers. I'm not really the type of player to beat defenders or overpower them in the air, but when I do, I usually do get close to hitting the target. But yeah, that is a very rare sight to see me going for a header and almost scoring. Benfica were able to get sent through in the 75th minute. They were able to score, and yeah, I honestly thought it was offside at first, but nah, the referee was like, nope, it was onside. That was fair play. And just in the last 15 minutes of this game, things are going to be a little bit edgy for us. It's now a narrow 1-0 lead. We're still in the lead. That's why 2-goal leads are important. But at the same time, it's just definitely going to be a bit more complicated, especially now that Benfica are the ones with the momentum. But one good long ball into me will put me 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper, well, sort of. But yeah, I was able to finish off that opportunity and basically seal the deal against Benfica, calling it up because yeah, it's over for this one. You can call up, you can get the tickets back to Portugal because Wolfsburg is grabbing the win out here tonight. Maybe thanks to me once more, but again, I'm not really one to talk about such stuff like that. I do want to remain real humble, to be honest, because there isn't a real reason for me to be shouting out my successes like this, considering that I don't have much to talk about anyways. And at the same time, it's nice being humble, you don't really always have to be the big star in the media. Just as long as you do your job, you get paid in the end. That really is what matters. And just to add salt into the wound, we were able to score once more, and this time I was not involved. Now to some it might be a bad thing, but to me it's actually a good thing because I know at Wolfsburg it's not going to be the type of team where I have to be the most important part of the team, where I always have to create opportunities. I know that I can rely on my teammates to create their own opportunities and to score their own goals. But against Benfica tonight, I was able to get the first hat-trick of my career. I kind of wish it was at Barcelona, but beggars can't really be choosers. And against Benfica, we were able to pick up some real important points. Deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. The first start of my Wolfsburg career is against RB Leipzig, one of the best teams in Germany, and a team that can really murder the bigger teams and the smaller teams like Wolfsburg. But however, for a smaller team this season, we are pulling our own. We are still first place in the title race, and very comfortably so. But just because we're comfortably in first place doesn't mean we should take things easy. Not at all. And against against RB Leipzig, we definitely knew we were going to be in for a tough time. But thankfully, if I'm starting, it shows that we're probably going to stand a good chance against Wolfsburg. Not to say that the team can't beat them without me, but I'm just saying I increase our odds really well. But of course, in the 4th minute, Wolfsburg would be the ones on the strong foot. Their first attack does lead to a very threatening opportunity against Casteels, and they shoot, and unfortunately, the block from our defender unfortunately does lead to a handball, which leads to a penalty. RB Silva steps up to take it, and he scores, and 5 minutes in, we are down 1-0 against RB Leipzig. It's definitely not a good debut for myself, but at the same time, it's not good for us as a team, because now we do have a bit of a mountain to climb, a bit of a hill to get over, but it's not impossible. We can still score about 2 goals to win this match. But the amount of goals you would need to score would increase, as RB Silva does get one, and Wolfsburg in the 20th minute do get a 3rd goal. And that means that we have conceded 3 goals in 20 minutes. You will never see anything like this at Wolfsburg this season. But luckily, with a bit of my dribbling, I was able to draw a foul and send off one of the Leipzig players, just to, stir a little bit of hope. But heading into halftime, 3-0 down, even with a man advantage, things are going to seem quite tough. And we're going to have a lot to answer for if we don't win this match. Now, of course, we don't lose hope. The coach did send a very good message to us. He told us that the game doesn't end in 45 minutes, and we carry that motto into our hearts, into the second half, and we were able to score in the 49th minute. We had no intent to pick up the ball just yet because, at this point we were just playing for fun. We were just playing to enjoy ourselves because, there's not really much to play for. We've got nothing to lose. We've got everything to win. So we are just going to be playing for a bit of fun, and we did threaten RB Leipzig, especially into the mid stages of the half. We were able to threaten them loads. Given a chance outside of the box, take a shot, and it goes in top right hand corner, my favorite corner nowadays. And again, I have no intent of picking that ball up. I'm smashing it back into the net, calling it up, and who knows, maybe this will spark a real comeback in the Wolfsburg arena. To really raise up spirits, such a goal can be very important, not only for the result itself, not only for the match itself, but also just to lift up the spirits in the crowd, in the team. And who knows, maybe I did just start up a comeback for Wolfsburg. But again, does it really matter too much? We've got everything to win and nothing to lose, and we play exactly like that. Giving Wind an amazing ball, he smashes it in, and in the 76th minute, we are able to come back from a 3-goal deficit against RB Leipzig to equalize and to salvage a point. If you told me that we were going to concede 3 goals in 20 minutes and then proceed to come back in the second half. If you told me that sentence in the locker room just before the game, I would have called you a bit crazy to be predicting it like that. But now, now I can see that the impossible can definitely be possible. And of course, we wouldn't stop there, because now we actually did have something to lose. We did have something to win. I cheekily chipped it over the goalie, past the center back, and in the 83rd minute, we are able to complete probably one of the greatest comebacks in Bundesliga history, or even in football history, to come back and win this match 4-3. I mean, just the team spirit. This is why I'm loving Wolfsburg. This is why I'm loving my teammates. Just this never say die attitude. The attitude to fight until the last breath. To fight until the final whistle. To keep fighting even when your legs give out. This is probably why I chose Wolfsburg and over other teams. Mainly because I wanted to stay in Europe, but it's another good reason. But unfortunately, the moment was unfortunately bittersweet. A bit of poor play in the bag gives RB Leipzig an opportunity to equalize. And yeah, we might not have lost that game, but it feels like a loss. I mean, to come back from 3-0 down to be 4-3, but then at the end to concede, just, it's heartbreaking knowing what we lost. Like they say, it is indeed the hope that kills you. And I guess I will leave it off here, because I have nothing more to tell for my start at Wolfsburg. The refresh is complete, and in the next episode, we progress further.